If you have a cell phone, iPad, computer, access to the internet, you're mentally and physically able, there's no way you should not be making money. That's just point blank, period. Cell phone, iPad, computer, access to the internet, mentally and physically able, there's no way you should not be making money. What's good, YouTube? I go by the name of Q. If you're unfamiliar, if you are familiar, shout out to you. Welcome back to the channel. Last video was about financial defense. This video is about financial offense. Going out there, creating some extra income via side hustles. I've gotten a lot of requests lately about making a video about side hustles, and I've made separate ones in the past, but this one, it'll be a more condensed version. Every side hustle I've done in the past and every side hustle that I'm currently doing. So as you can see behind me, I have the famous coin jar. A lot of people know me for that, and that was one side hustle I started that just so happened to snowball into everything that I do today. When I would go out and about, I would find change on the ground, right? I would pick it up and put it in this jar, and over time I noticed it would fill up. Every year for the last 5 years, I found an average of $100. No real effort involved. Just going about my regular everyday life. If I see change on the ground, I pick it up, bring it back home. That's free money, tax-free money. I get to do whatever I want with it. I don't necessarily see that as a side hustle, but it's more of a hobby that just so happens to make me money. So if you want to classify that as a side hustle, so be it. That's one thing that I did in the past and that I still do today. Another side hustle I've done in the past, I've also documented this on my channel, and I still get requests for these videos, is the can collecting. Now, I no longer do that because it's simply just, it's not as lucrative. It's not as lucrative and it's not worth my time. Here in Chicago, the highest you'll get is 30 cents per pound on aluminum cans. And that's just, geographically, if it makes sense for you, go for it. If it's worth your time, go for it. I know other cities and states have better returns on that, like Michigan and New York. They give like 5 to 10 cents on bottle return, but here in Chicago, it's just not worth it anymore. On top of the fact that COVID kind of shut that down. Nobody wants to go out and collect dirty cans that people's hands and mouth been all over. Like, that's a wrap. It's great for the environment, and it's a great hobby, if I'm being honest. It brought me a lot of peace when I was out there collecting those cans, but at this particular stage in my life, is something that just doesn't suit what I got going on right now. If it works for you in your situation, in your city where you are, it brings in money. It's a little money. It's a little money. It's something, but it's just not worth it for me. The third side hustle I did, I no longer do this anymore either, but mobile detailing. I worked in the automotive industry for about 10 years, just shy of a decade, and at my time at the dealership, I worked in a car wash and I worked in the detail department. So getting cars showroom ready to deliver to customers, that was my field of expertise. It wasn't until a customer brought to my attention like, you do a really good job on my car. You do a really good job on all these cars. How would you feel about personally detailing my car in my home? And I'm like, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. So the light bulb went off. I literally went straight to Amazon, got everything I needed to detail a car, made some business cards, and I was in business. I ran that business for about a year. The reason I stopped running it is because in Chicago, it's cold maybe 5 to 6 months out of the year. So you can only make so much money, right? On top of it taking so much time, so many man hours, I'm just one man. If you want a regular car wash, that's one thing, but I was offering a detail service. So I would deep clean the inside of your car, deep clean the outside of your car. I would wax and buff, literally detailing everything and anything you needed. But I was compensated. I was compensated nicely for that. A lot of my jobs were $200 and up. And that's just something that I know. If you live in a state that's nice all year round, you can make some really good money. There's a YouTuber that I follow by the name of Eric Jones, Equality Mobile. I believe he's in North Carolina. This guy makes a killing. He makes a killing running his mobile detailing business. So that's another idea. I think that one will be really lucrative for a lot of people. Another side hustle I did was eBay arbitrage. Now, eBay arbitrage, you're literally just going places, buying things for cheap and selling them for more. Whatever the platform is, it doesn't necessarily have to be eBay. I sold things on eBay. I sold things on Mercari. I sold things on OfferUp, LetGo. Then you have Etsy as well. So you can sell stuff that you have around your home that you no longer use. I still do that to this day. Although I'm not going out and sourcing products, I sell things I don't use, right? That's just laying around my house. If I know I'm not using it and I know it may be valuable to someone else, then I'll just list it here and there. But you can really make some good money by selling things on eBay. I used to go to the Salvation Army and buy things. I used to stop at garage sales and buy things. And I also would just look on the side of the road because people throw out things that they don't use that may still be valuable. So I would pick certain things up in passing and then sell it online. So eBay arbitrage, I know you know a lot of people who make a lot of money on eBay. I was one of those people. I made a decent amount of money. I no longer do it because it definitely takes time, right? It takes research. You have to learn your market. You have to see what people are buying. You have to take your time out to go to the Salvation Army, to go to the Goodwill, to go to garage sales in order to find these things, but it's definitely money in it. Online surveys. Now, I made a lot of money doing online surveys in the past. I don't do them as much anymore, but if ever I was strapped for cash, I would literally log on and do some surveys. One website that I use frequently was my favorite one, not an ad, but nationalfocusgroups.com. Nationalfocusgroups.com. Like they say, I never made less than $100 doing this, and it never took me more than an hour or so. The whole thing behind doing surveys is literally companies picking the brains of consumers to figure out how they can better serve you. Now, of course, they pay you a decent amount of money because they make a decent amount of money off the information that you give them. So I say if you're ever in need of making a couple $100 quick, online surveys is the way to go. Now, this one's kind of off the beaten path, but I know a lot of people who do this full time. I did it for a few months. I no longer do it anymore, and that's mystery shopping. I gotta give a shout out to Money Mom because she's who referred it to me. I did it for a few months and I made some decent money doing it. The app I use, you can literally go into the Play Store, download the app. It's called iSecret Shops. iSecret Shops. And ever since I signed up, I haven't stopped getting emails since. So once you go on, log in, you fill it out, sign up, do all that good stuff. They send you jobs near you. Every job I did was $50 and up, $100 and up. And literally every single thing you can think of. I went into electronic stores. I went into bars. I went to barbershops. I went into apartment buildings. They send you any and every kind of job as a mystery shopper. So if you work in retail, you better be on your best behavior because you'll have a mystery shopper like I once was come in there, and I'm doing my research on you trying to make some money. But yeah, mystery shopping can be very lucrative. Now, this side hustle is kind of similar to the last thing I mentioned, and that's affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is very, very lucrative. And I used to question it in the past until it started working in my favor. Now that it's working in my favor, I'm like, okay, you can really make a lot of money. Affiliate marketing is basically if you use a product or a service, that product or service provider will either give you a referral link or a referral code. If you give it to somebody and they use your link or your code, you get a commission from it. You can do this with thousands of businesses. And at this point, I don't necessarily have to go out and search them. I get emails every single day. And I pick and choose which ones I want to refer to people because if I don't use it or if I don't back it and I'm not a fan of it, then I'm not going to share it. But if I rock with it and I know it can help somebody, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to share it. If they pay me though, you got to pay me. You got to pay me. At this point, you have to pay me because time is money. As we all know, time is money and you want to be compensated for your time. These companies will pay you for your information to help them build their business, so why not get something in return? It's almost like the bartering system back in the day, right? It's a win-win for everybody. But at the end of the day, affiliate marketing is very, very lucrative. People build whole businesses just out of affiliate marketing. So keep that in mind. That's actually one of my favorite ways to make money today. Last but not least, YouTube. I make money from YouTube. A bunch of other YouTubers make money from YouTube. Once you get your channel monetized, which you'll need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, then you're able to enroll in the YouTube partnership program. But AdSense revenue isn't the most lucrative stream for a lot of YouTubers, and a lot of them won't even tell you that. Yes, I get a couple dollars here and there from AdSense, but most of my money that I get from YouTube comes through affiliate marketing. Just like I said in my last And the last side hustle, affiliate marketing. That's where I make most of my money through my YouTube channel, as well as sponsorships, partnerships. It's pretty much all the same thing, but you can definitely make a lot of money through YouTube if you treat it like a business. Of course, the money isn't just going to make itself. You have to create videos, you have to make content that people actually care about, content that people can get something from, they're entertained, or they just whatever, something that people will constantly come back to, on top of the fact that you have to release videos every so often. So the way YouTube is set up now is literally like a business. Most people treat it like a business. I treat mine like a business for the most part. I kind of, if I'm being honest, I kind of treat it like a side hustle. I'm not gonna lie. I make money outside of YouTube. I make way more money outside of YouTube, though I do plan on doing this full time one day. It just, priorities. But YouTube is very lucrative. I know a lot of you know that. I just had to share it. With that being said, a side hustle is a side hustle is a side hustle. There are multiple different ways to make money via side hustle. You just have to figure out which one you prefer. I've tried multiple side hustles just to see what I like the most. I dropped a lot of them because one, I just either didn't like it enough, two, it wasn't lucrative enough, or three, it just wasn't worth my time. Once you figure out what you really like, hone in on that one. Like, I started off wide, and as you notice over time, I literally started getting narrower and narrower. So most of the side hustle I do are more businesses than actual side hustles because I build them out. I have a partner that I work with, one of my best friends. We've been friends for 16 years. He run a credit repair business. I'm a partner with him on that. He's the face and I'm the partner, so I may help him with funding and I may help him with referrals. So that's another thing you can think about. I guess that's kind of affiliate in a way as well, but I look at it as JV or joint venture. Me and him are in the business together, and like I said, I'll be sharing more about that on the channel as well, because I know a lot of people need assistance with their credit, and I could be a valuable resource for you. As far as side hustles as a whole, try as many as you need. Try as many as you need, and this is something that I had to learn. All of them work, but when you jump around from hustle to hustle to hustle, you feel like this one isn't working or this one isn't working. I'm not making money here. How come I'm not? You can make as much money as you want if you put the time and energy into it. You have to put the necessary time and energy and effort into that particular side hustle in order for it to become lucrative. Turn those drips into actual streams, right? Give yourself time, give yourself some patience. You have to be patient because this is not a get rich quick thing. I think a lot of people consider side hustles as something that you can get rich quick. Nope. You have to put actual effort into it and build it out over time in order to make it an actual stream of income. If you have a cell phone, iPad, computer, access to the internet, you're mentally and physically able, there's no way you should not be making money. That's just point blank, period. Cell phone, iPad, computer, access to the internet, mentally and physically able, there's no way you should not be making money. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Also, follow me on IG. Q Makes It Happen on Instagram. Go follow your boy. Show your boy some love. I go by the name of Q. And like I always say, if Q can make it happen, you can make it happen. I'll holler at y'all next video. Peace.